Telecommunications, the broadband infrastructure has come to be seen as an essential service.
So imagine the implications of that if one part of the city or one part of the state has a different level of delivery and quality than another part. You know, we're talking about fundamental civil rights.
I use the internet every day.
All schoolwork is basically online.
My school still uses textbooks, but then most of the textbooks that we use are online now.
I understand how important digital equity and just equity of information is to everybody thriving.
While most people do have internet access at home, we do see disparities along racial lines.
I live in North Minneapolis. You know, taking myself as an example, I'm already paying what comparatively somebody is paying for fiber, but I'm just getting less access.
The market, which is great, is also imperfect. And so it's not providing the same choices to everybody everywhere. We're not seeing the competition, we're not seeing the choices, and we're not seeing, therefore, the competitiveness, let's say, in the prices.
If you have to go to a different part of the city in order to deliver or receive digital information or digital files, you know, obviously that adds to the cost of living, the cost of doing business. It puts me at a competitive disadvantage.
The truth is, we have to look at the future. We have to anticipate. When we're reconstructing a road and it's wide open, the incremental cost to add fiber infrastructure, be it conduit or be it conduit and fiber cable, is relatively small. That makes it more cost effective for somebody in the private sector to potentially lease those strands rather than build their own, because what we're trying to really develop here in the end is a partnership between the community and the city and private sector providers.
A solution is we need to treat the internet as a public utility. Since we are dealing with a lot of private providers and you know, just corporations and private companies that are the providers, I would love for them to adopt some kind of equity understanding and equity lens. Our elected officials need to be really at the forefront and advocating for us. Because they're making those initial deals of how providers come into cities and come into regions. The free market will not provide for everyone equally. It will provide for the person who has the most money.
That's where cities get to play a role in this imperfect market, is to try to fill in the gaps.
It behooves us all to sort of bring us up to a standard, everybody working from the same standard.